What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome to the evening edition of the stream on a Thursday. And, hey, I hope you guys had a fantastic day today. I sure did, even though it was kind of a very busy day at work and I had to be ultra focused. So I'm hoping that tonight I can let loose a little bit and just enjoy the ride, you know? Just have fun. And also, don't forget that I'm going to be streaming this game, this beautiful game behind me. We're going to be streaming that tonight, tomorrow all day, Saturday morning, and Sunday all day. So yeah, hang on to your butts because it's going to be great. Also, we're finishing up Defiance Bay today. Hopefully, we pretty much completed all side quests. The only thing we have left is maybe turn in like 1 or 2 side quests really quickly and then add straight into the Heritage Hill, where I'm guessing we're going to face some zombies, so that should be interesting. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, let's go, guys. Let's do it. Blue. Okay, hold on. Launching the game. Also, I don't really feel super tonight. I don't know what. Like, I must have eaten something that was bad or something, because, like, it feels like I'm having problem like digesting something. So so yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Hopefully everything's okay. Also, oh yeah, update on the Van's health. She's feeling much better. She's still having some fever, but she's doing pretty good. And we're gonna monitor her health, and if we need to, we'll go back to the hospital. But hopefully everything's gonna be okay. I think we might be like on the tail end of it. Like, she might actually pull through and everything should be okay. So, yeah, don't panic anyone. We're good. Where were we in the game? Like, I vaguely remember. I think we were at a Crucible Keep and we were leaving because we decided with the dozen and... Yeah, we started with the dozen. You know what? It makes sense to side with the dozens. I kind of wanted to side with the Crucible Knights too, because I like the idea of like a lawful neutral kind of team. But the thing is it still feels very much like I don't know, like a super good order, even though like they do some weird stuff, like you know most they seem to be like very lawful. And as I want to play us as a little bit more of like a pirate, like I'm gonna steal stuff, but at the same time like I'm doing mostly good things, but I still, you know, still am some kind of a pirate. It feels better to be with the dozens. Also, the dozens allow us to, like, the mission. The way it was described to me by the NPCs was that it's like expeditions. So we're gonna be told to be like, oh, I'll explore this cave, and like there might be treasures in there and all that kind of stuff, which really fit that like pirate aesthetic. I'd rather have that than like have something that like that's more like you know, entering the peace or you know, patrolling the city or that kind of stuff, you know? Where were we going? Hold on. The Record Archive, which is in Copper Lane. Yeah, let's go into Copper Lane. We'll do that bit first. Let's do that bit. I'm assuming it's... Oh no, it's at the Ducal Palace. What am I doing? We were in the right section for it. Damn it! Hey, Naughtier, what's up? You fucked up and killed everyone? Oh god. Well, you know what? It happens. It happens. You didn't have a save to revert to because you didn't realize it. How did you not realize? Are you like sleep murdering people? Like you don't recall what you did? You just went to bed in the inn and then you woke up and like everybody was dead? Ducal Pass. There we go. What class were you playing? Not here. I'm curious to see like what class people are playing. Like I think a lot of people are playing Cypher. I think Cypher is pretty darn popular.
He'll never know I'm here.
How'd you get to the archives from here? Oh, here maybe. No. This leads outside, right? Yeah, probably. This requires the proper key. How'd you get in there? Record keeper, maybe?
Hail, traveler.
A taciturn man with graying hair pours over a tome, and he's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. To that far, not sure what kind of outcome it will be. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Like, do we know if the dozens are even a thing? I don't think they are. I think we're so far away from that area that they don't have anything to do with anything. Yes, there's something I can pull for you. I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. The man clears his throat. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folk in Durwood who bear ill will toward Red Serens. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different, but I have no reason to suspect you to be any different from the others. There is something peculiar about the records keeper inflection. The differences are subtle, but it does not sound like any native Durwoodan you've heard. We've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand, I have heard many such stories. I'm afraid there is nothing I can do for you. Citing concerns about vengeful blah, he said things might be different with my reputation in the city stronger. My reputation in the city is probably pretty bad. Yeah, I'm a rascal. I don't know exactly how to raise my reputation.
You must gather your...
Maybe if I fix my, like Heritage Hill, maybe? I don't know. You're a monk! Awesome! I always wondered about monk, like if it's any good or not. Apparently, like, it just felt like it was such a complicated class to get around to. Right. Nope. We have to wait. You have to wait. Wait. Oh, okay. Verzano. Yeah. Far from home. The inn in Breckenbury. Wait. Wooden planes. No. And we have to wait for these. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, yeah. Are kind of complicated, but are so OP like mid-game, late-game. Okay. Cool. That's really interesting. I feel like it's the opposite for my character. Like, Cypher seems to be really strong at first, and then just like... So, like, they start, like, with a very high head start, and then they just sort of, like, everything else catch up with them, and then they just settle somewhere, like, you know, in there. Were you playing on the hard? Path of the Dam? Normal? Easy? Let's go to Brackenbury. Well, it doesn't matter where we go, as long as we get to the... On the hard too? Cool. Cool. I find the game on hard is pretty easy, unfortunately. But I've heard that, like, Path of the Damned is really hard. So it's like... I feel like the game would need, like, a very hard setting. You know, in between Path of the Damned and hard. Because hard is really easy. Oh, hey! Cyril is there now. You should have seen the looks on these nobles' face when I moved in. Okay, where's that inn? There it is. Yeah, very hard would be good. Yeah. Like, I really wanted to try myself at Path of the Damned, because usually when I play games, I go for the hardest difficulty level possible right off the bat. Thing is, I really wanted to be able to go through this game relatively fast, while still having a challenge, so that we could get ready for the sequel. Obviously, like, I'm nowhere near ready for the sequel, but I'm working on it. Oh, no, he's here.
Good day, stranger.
The fancy elf eyes you in your pack. Did you do it? Did you get the medallion from Cyril? Yes. Tristran's eyes are as wide and round as the artifacts in his hands. You've given my people a gift we couldn't possibly repay. I'll do the best I can, though. He shoves a bag of coin into your hands. This is everything I have. Take it, please. Keep it. Your clan could use it to rebuild. The Shattering Spear will sing of your kindness for generations to come. If you ever find yourself in Air Glenfath, please honor us with your visit. Farewell. He hurries out of the inn, his fancy cloak dragging on the ground. Cool. What's our experience thing like? Oops. In 2,000, well, 1,500, we're there.
Hey there.
So very soon we'll be level 8. Which is great. So now we have to go back to Undra's gift. To Dr. Verzano. And, you know, potentially sleep, too. Okay.
Come now, it'll be fun.
Okay.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is...
That is very empty. Suspiciously empty, I would even say. Were you able to deliver the package? If you told me the Dominals were after you, you could have saved us both a lot of trouble. The Dominals were there? Verzano's eyes fly open and he tugs at his beard. I was so careful, always following the Velavita. They couldn't have known. Who's that?
Well, well.
Oh!
Is this your last day among the living, Verzano?
Verzano wrings his hands. Your timing is impeccable. Tell La Perigina, the Dominals are after me. Please, you've got to stop them.
As if any of this were ever in my hands. The Republics considered your business worth protecting based on its success. That success depended on cooperation with the locals, like House Dominel. You've lost that.
Her golden eyes...
Favor of the Dukes.
Her golden eyes narrow. Do not interrupt.
Even if you get out of this alive, they're done with you. The Dukes have more pressing interest in Defiance Bay than rescuing one merchant who threw himself overboard.
Verzano falls to his knees and clasps his hands together. Have mercy, Pelagina. I don't stand a chance against the Dominals. He bites a trembling lip. I've brought failure and shame on myself, but you can't mean to watch your countrymen die like a dog.
Verzano, Verzano. Why are you wasting your precious breath on me? My orders come through the ambassador, and through the ambassador from people you should be honored ever gave a moment's thought to whether you live or die.
Pelagina stares at Verzano for a long moment. The nictitating membranes of her eyes slide out and back before she continues. She's like a bird human. This is weird.
You don't seem like the sort to petition the gods to keep him out of hell. So why not cry mercy to the one person in this room with the power to grant it?
She turns her attention to you and raises her feathered eyebrows expectantly. I intend to protect Verzano from the Dominals. Pelagina drops her gaze and lightly shakes her head from side to side. Moments later, she turns her eyes to the ceiling in amused disbelief.
Verzano, you have a saint looking out for you after all.
She strides across the room and takes the already nervous Verzano's head in her feathered hands, a gesture that seems to hover in a dangerously narrow space between caressing and crushing.
Just don't come knocking on the embassy door. Understand?
Verzano replies with a rapid, weak series of nods. Pelagina nods back once and gives his face a light slap.
Do as you will. He's no longer my concern.
She turns her feathered head in your direction. Dana saunters through the door, flanked by a squad of Dominal's foot soldiers. She lets her gloved hand rest on the hilt of her weapon. Getting cold feet, are we? She draws her blade. If that's the way it's going to be, you're welcome to go down with Verzano. Oh, lady. I'ma kill you. She's already dead. Come on, Verzano's almost dead. Oh, thank God. I was close, man. Whew! He wipes the sheen from his forehead and looks around the warehouse with the wide, fearful eyes of a hunted animal. I can't thank you enough, Amika, but this won't stop the dominoes for long. I've got to get out of here, and I recommend that you do too. He gives you a bag of coin with shaking hands. That's all I have after this ill-fated venture. Thank you again, and please look out for yourself. Forgiveness. I got an item called Forgiveness. For the last 2 years, settlers of the Grace of Siamena have seen a pair of lights dancing over the waves late at night. Okay, we read that before. A priest of Andra and a crew of greedy sailors were all it took to row Sagani out of the spot where Alessa and Pelanis' ghosts were singing. Unfortunately, the chaos of the storm overturned the small boat. Sagani, the priest, and the sailors were all plunged deep into the Grace of Siamena. Miraculously, most of them emerged in a great sea cave near Barda. Though the entrance of the cave was hidden from the surface, the interior held wonders that had not been seen for generations. Sunken warships, trade vessels, and remnants of the unlucky travelers that had fallen victim to the Grace in the past. Sagani and the ragtag group discovered a tribe of survivors that had persevered in the caves through cannibalism, holy shit, and limited raiding. Their extensive time in the cave had left them unintelligible and wild. Though some attacked the crew of the recently sunk boat, Sagani was able to scare the other off. Eventually, the group found their way to a pile of bones that contained the remnants of Alessa and Pelane. The Undrite priest buried the pair together and performed the service over the bodies. With that, the spirits retreated from the world and towards the beyond. We got the copper lover's ring and the silver lover's ring. Swap endurance. From one character to the other. You know what I'm assuming is the other. Is also a swap endurance. So you can have two tanks or whatever and just swap endurance between them or something. That's interesting. Okay, sure. Whatever.
Easy does it.
Oh, there was a mage in there. I didn't even notice. That's the lady that died. Poor bastard.
Sure.
Okay, that corpse is bugged. Okay, there we go. Huh. Oh, there she is.
Ah, it's done then.
Pelagina looks up with a satisfied expression.
Vetsano plays with fire and someone else always pays the price for it. Your charity is more than he deserves. Still, at least I don't have to deal with him anymore. For that, I'm grateful. Whether you intended to or not, you've done the Valian Republics a service today, ridding us of him. I work closely with the embassy to protect our interests, but lately I think our gaze has been too narrow. You clearly have pursuits of your own in the city, but I think we could help each other out. If you're interested in doing some work for us. Officially, I mean. We can go together and I'll introduce you to the ambassador.
Sure, that sounds fine with me.
Good. Maybe I can finally do something more worthwhile than playing nanny to merchants. The embassy is up in First Fires, southwest of the Ducal Palace.
Hey! I can have her in my group! Dude. Okay, we're removing Kana.
Safe travels.
I mean, I like him, but honestly, right now, he's not that great. Hey, hey, hey! What is she? Oh, she's a paladin! Oh! Okay, let's give her survival. We need her to get to damage reduction 2. Augments the power of the Paladin's Flame of Devotion, increasing its damage. Okay. The intensity of the Paladin's Faith deepens, granting them increased defensive bonus to Faith and Conviction. It's a passive. Vielo Vidorio is a battle cry meaning swift victory, used amongst the Fremas Mes Kangstruolias. When the Paladins uses Flame of Devotion, nearby allies gain increased attack speed. Huh. It's only for 6.9 seconds though. It's really not that long. So she fights with a two-handed weapon, which I really like, because we don't have any characters like that so far. So maybe we should give her two-handed weapons and stuff. So what about, like... Great Sword, Pike, Warhammer, Arbalest, Arquebus. I like the Great Sword idea, because that's what she's wearing right now, and we do have some Great Swords. Poleaxe, Estoc, Flail, Wand. Battle Axe, Sword, Morning Star. No. No. Yeah, this would be good. Accuracy. Yeah? Yeah, accuracy. That's fine. Next level. Keep the points. Oh, spells. Fueled solely by belief, the paladin is able to heal with the touch of his or her hands. Over 5.8 seconds. Range of 3 meters. Or we can have a modal. And there's 3 different ones. Friendly aura plus 6 accuracy plus 15% of grazes converted to its. Pretty cool. Move speed and defense when disengaging? No. And endurance plus 3 damage reduction, 15% of incoming hits converted to graze. What should we do, guys? I don't know. Should we go for like even more accuracy, because then our characters could just melt people with super high DR? Or should we go instead towards more defense for us? I think accuracy would be better. Yeah, we'll do accuracy. You know what? Yeah. That works for me. Even more. She's almost there. She needs 7. Intense Flame. Again, just boost the damage. Critical Focus. Modifies Zealous Focus. Plus 5% of hits converted to crits. Oh. That could be nice. I like this. I like this too. Not sure about this one. Like you said, this is damage against a very specific type of monsters. I'm fine with that. Interrupting blows could be helpful. Or we could go for like two-handed style, which is a